This is part 2 of the snake charmer story that I told. This happened the same day, but a little later in the day. Pardon me. And I call this Snake Bytes. Tonight I took my evening hike, and at the top of the mountain ran into a neighbor, Alan, and I stopped to see the fish pond he's constructed. I worked at a garden center for a while, and when I did so, I directed him to the water plants best suited for his small container, as well as some tropicals to place around it. All the greenery is thriving, as are the koi swimming in the waters. Excuse me. While I was there, he offered me some locally grown tomatoes and corn. I live in dense shade, and so am unable to produce any veggies for myself. I'll be having the maters in a salad tomorrow, mixed with some greens another friend has shared with me from her garden, a garden I tended recently when she was on vacation in Nova Scotia. The fresh produce is her payment, although I'd have done it for free. After I left Alan, I hiked back down the mountain and over to the waterfall to pick some wild grapes that I'd seen last week, just at arm's reach and above the line where the deer are able to get at them. White grapes, not quite ripe, but I've put them in a brown paper bag to ripen. I want to sample them, get an idea of their flavor, and then, when the time comes, I'll get them ripe from the vine. Although it's a bit of a competition between myself and the birds and/or squirrels as to who will get the ripe ones first. I have the advantage of the brown paper bag ripening method. The birds and the squirrels don't. I also picked some wild yarrow flowers, which are believed to have dream-expanding properties. I shall make a tea of them tonight and see. While picking them, I ran into another local fellow, a young man named Mike, who was exercising his border shepherd in the stream which leads to the falls. He's lived here his entire life, of 30 years, and he shared with me that he too recently saw a rattler, and had also never seen one before. His friends in the forestry service offer him the same explanation as I'd heard, that the dry spell we'd been experiencing, the 10 days of 90-plus degrees, has motivated them to move about in a different way than usual. We spoke for some time into the dusk. As the light diminished, the cicadas and katydids began their evening chorus. I shook Mike's hand. I gotta run, bud. Need to get back before it's dark. Catch you later, Steve, he said.